Hi everyone, I'm Tom. Today I'm going to be playing Roundhouse, which is a rondel game, or a double rondel game, all about trying to make our families the most prestigious. It's based on a real thing where whole villages would live in these huge structures called roundhouses, and we play individual families. I'm playing the two-player game here with little Glass Marty, and we are going to be visiting various places trying to make our families the most prestigious. So this is a two-player game, and you might notice that there's 4 sets of people on the start space. That is the variant for 2 players. There are these neutral players that don't particularly do anything, but you move a neutral player, then you move your own player. Alternatively, you can play where you do get to do the action of the neutral player as well, and then you do your own action. But I'm just going to be doing the variant where we just move them and don't do their actions, because it gets very complicated when you take in 2 actions per turn each. So we start off the game in the Ancestral Hall, and on your turn, if you have one, you can activate an expert card, but the main thing you're going to be doing, and you have to do, is move your leader 1 to 3 rooms. So I am going to be the red and the neutral colour is the yellow. So you basically pick one of these and move them around, but you have to kind of think about what you're going to do. I think the first thing I'm going to do is, let's just move him 1 here, and this would get someone an expert card. I'm just moving the neutral there, and they block spaces off for other people, but you can skip over them and it doesn't count towards your movement. So I'm going to, for my first move, I am going to move 1 space here, and I've got an option here. I can either grab a gold, or I can grab one of these pirate tiles, which is 2 normal resources. Gold is a special resource, and it's wild. It can be used as anything. I'm going to pick one of these pirate tokens. I'm going to pick this one, because this will get me 2 fruit. And I have started with this order for 2 fruit. And if I put those 2 fruit on there, I'm going to get some points and bonuses towards for the rest of the game. So I kind of want to do that. So I'm going to take these. I get 2 reds, 2 fruit from the supply. And that's my turn. Well, now I've done the action. There's no assistant action to be taken there. We'll see those soon. Receiving honor points. I didn't gain any points, so we don't worry about that. Fulfilling the order. Well, now I have a decision to make. Do I want to fulfill this order? I can pay the 2 fruit that I just picked up. And then the point of doing this is every time I gain fruit in the future, I'm going to gain a point. So that's kind of tempting. I think I might do that. Yeah, let's give them up now. And that's fulfilled. And I want to gain more fruit in the future. So it's Marty's turn. He's in the same position from me. And, oh, I didn't notice, actually. Our starting order cards are the colour of our main player colours. Anyway, he is going to move the blue first. And what does he want to do first? I think he might want to grab a lot of resources. He's going to move his guy, his neutral first. He'll just move him here, so nothing happens. But now he can reach a space that was 4 away. I should mention, there are these stairs. If you can see this, we can move between the rondels by using the stairs. The neutral ones cannot do that. They have to stay on their separate tracks. But here we go. We have Marty's normal one. He's going to move 1, 2, 3 to the warehouse here. And he has a choice on this space. He can pay 1, 3, or 5 coins and take 1, 2, or 3 items from here. So I think he starts off with 3 money. So I think he's going to grab 2 things, and go broke. He'll grab the Celadon and a tea, I think. So that's all his money gone, but he's got some resources for later. He can't complete his order yet, but he's on his way. He's got a few more things. He also gets to recruit an assistant from here. And so now he has 6 assistants available, which will come in handy later on. Back to me. I think I will have my other neutral move, 1, 2, 3. And then my action is going to be to go to this space here. So this is the selling market. And I'm going to sell a Celadon. And I'm going to use my gold for that. My gold is a wild card. So that goes on there. And I receive for that 5 gold and a merchant dispatch action. So I can take one of my assistants now, and they can go to the town where the travelling merchant is, which at the moment is over here. That's going to move at the end of the round. They are going to be important when we come to worship later. So the travelling merchant now travels clockwise to the next town, and you want to get those grouped up in one place. Before somebody goes to a city, you can pay a gold or a money, and for everyone that you pay, it will move to a new area. So in the future, if nobody else uses the merchant, I would have to pay 3 to get him back there to try and group my assistants up a bit. So it's Marty's turn now. He wants to go to the selling market because he's broke, but it's occupied by me, and the other one's all the way over here. Could he get there? Let's see. If he put his neutral out here, he would be able to go 1, 2, 3, which isn't enough. So there's no way of him getting there. He's going to move his neutral there, and then remove this guy just 1 space, and he is going to get a travelling merchant action. So one of his available assistants will go to this town in this corner now, and he gets a resource of his choice. He's going to take a Celadon, and at the end of his turn, he's going to use those to fulfill his order. So whenever he gains that in the future, he's going to get a point. Whoops, I just noticed that I moved my neutral instead of Marty's actual character. Okay, I've seen money is tight. So for my turn, I have to move a neutral. So I'll just move him there. That's not my neutral. My neutrals are yellows. This is confusing. I'll move him there. And then I am going to go 1, 2, 3. And again, I'm going to sell this as if it was green. Grab 5 money. But I'm going to pay... So the travelling merchant should be there because Marty went there. I'm going to pay 2 of the 5 I'm going to get to move the travelling merchant back to where my other guys are. So I'm going to get 3 more there. I've got a lovely pile of cash, but no resources now. Since I'm selling that colour again, I can send someone off to the travelling merchant who is going to move at the end of my turn. But now I've got 2 grouped together, but I've kind of helped Marty out. I've moved that all the way around back to him. So Marty is going to move his neutral over here, and then he is going to move his actual pawn here and grab himself an expert card. He's going to grab this guy, and at the start of his next turn, he's going to be able to use this to grab one of those cubes and get a point by doing so if he grabs a green. But also, this guy has an amulet, and there is a set collection thing at the end of the game for having amulets. So he'll want to hang on to that. For me, I'll move my neutral, and then I think I'm just going to go here, grab a cube of my choice, a basic cube. I'm going to grab a red and thereby get a point. Then we'll have to pay 3 money, but I'm going to do the travelling merchant action again. Have it whiz around back to me, and that's another assistant in the same town as everybody else. But I've paid a lot of money to do that. I don't know if it was worth doing that. So Marty's turn. He's now going to activate an expert card. So he's going to activate it and grab a green cube. He gets a point for doing that because he has that special power, and he can now keep this out for the set collection at the end of the game. He can't use its power again. So he's going to move one of his neutrals. Tell him just move onto there. And then he is going to move... This doesn't count because it's occupied, so he can move here for 1. He is going... At this space, you can give up different resources. And depending on how many different you give up, you get the different reward as you go along. He's going to give up 2 different resources here. He's going to give up the green and the blue. And for doing that, he's going to get a money, 2 points, and something we haven't seen yet. So let's give him 2 points. Nearly past that threshold, and he'll get a new order when he goes past that. This is an investment symbol. He can now take one of his assistants and place them on one of these chairs in the middle. And when he goes to do that action, he'll get to do it twice. He's going to place it over... So what's his colour? Green. He's going to place it over here. So my turn. I can kind of see that Marty's on his way there. Maybe I should go... Oh, this shouldn't be on that side. That's something better later. Maybe I should go there and stop him getting it. Or even better, I could go 1, 2, 3, and the neutral just blocks it, and I can do something I want to do. But what is that, though? So I'd like to get one more person in the place, in the town. So maybe I'm just going to move there. And I can grab another resource. Let's grab another red. And then I get a point. But most importantly, I can pay 3, get the travelling merchant to go back where I want him, and place my guy in there. So I've got 4 assistants in that town now. That's going to be quite good when it pays off. Okay, Marty, he's annoyed by that because he really wanted to do that double action, but he can do something else instead, I'm sure. So he's going to move his neutral to there. He's going to try and hurry me along, I think. And then he is going to go from this space. It's actually only 1, so he can reach that because he can come down these stairs and all those are occupied. So he's going to give up his remaining gold as a red, so he gets to do a merchant action. I keep making the guy go to this town, so he probably should have been taking advantage of this a little bit more. But he then gets 1 money and 3 points. 1, 2, 3. He's gone over that threshold. He can now grab another order. So for these, he has to give up those coloured cubes, and then he gets the benefits of whenever he gains those colours, gets an extra point. So he could combine those. He could get 2 points every time he gets a green. Or if he gives up 9 money for this one, every time he gets a cube, he gets another cube. And they're worth points as well themselves. The starting ones are worth 4 points in the corner there. I think he'll go for this one and try and double up on grabbing greens, but he doesn't need greens to complete this. He'll grab the money one. Yeah, he'll grab the money. So a new one comes out, and you need 4 for that, but it is worth 8 points. So now I think I'm going to have this neutral here move 1, 2, 3. Normally we have to stop in here. The neutrals don't. And I'm wondering, do I want to stop yet? I'm going to go 1, 2, so I can reach there. And so here, I can pay to do all these different things. They are get a new assistant, do the merchant action, invest, or grab gold. And you know, your first costs 1. To do 2 of them, it's going to cost you 3 altogether, then 6, then 9. So I am going to pay to do 2 of these things. That's 3 money. I'm going to do a merchant action, which is going to cost me 2 to move the guy over here and use my last assistant. And then what do I want to do with the other one? Do I want to grab an assistant because now I've got none? Do I want to grab a gold? I think I'm going to get an assistant. Now I have no choice. No matter what on my next turn, somebody is going to have to worship. Okay, well, he'll move one of his neutrals, and then he'll move, say, this guy. He skips over that space, and he is going to be the first to worship. So he's got 2 choices when he worships. He can worship in the temple, grab one of these bonuses, and then we just carry on. The round marker doesn't move. He doesn't get any points or anything else. He just gets whatever bonus he picks. Or he can worship in the ancestral hall. I think for now, since the merchant's in his town, it's tempting to just grab this one-time bonus. I think he's going to do that. He's going to send 2 assistants off to this place, and this guy wheels around, and that's it. So my turn. Let's move this guy, and then I'll move from there to this, and I am going to do the ancestral hall worship. So we have to advance the round marker now to 1. When it reaches 7, that's the end of the game in a 2-player game. So now it comes to actually worshipping. So we have to choose one town that has some of our assistants in it. We take them all from that town. This is why you want them grouped together, but I've paid a lot of money for this, so hopefully this all pays off for me. So starting from the top left space on the marker, I put one of my assistants down. I can then build, adjacently. I can make a line adjacent from that corner. And I want to end up somewhere. Now, where I end up is going to determine what rewards I get. If there are other assistants here, I would skip over them. I could reach further. So I have to decide here, what do I want? And there's a lot that goes into this decision. Since I'm the first to do this, I'm potentially going to get 2 amulets, which, as I said earlier, is set collection for the end of the game. Can be worth a lot of points if I get some different things. Also, I will get the rewards from the row and column of where I go. So, you know, a basic resource, gold or money, fruit. You can permanently invest. Now this puts, normally when you'll do that action, you'll remove the person from the chair, but you can put someone down with the other side with this infinity symbol on it, and they stay there forever. So every time you do that action ever, you'll get to do it twice. Or then there's get one of the pirates or get 2 gold. So with these, I could just go straight along the top here, but I wouldn't get any amulets. I would get another order. I think I am going to go like this. So we flip this guy up. He's staying there forever now. And I get 6 points. So I am now on 8. And I can choose a new order. Well, I think I'm going to get this one. And whenever I get a red, get another red. That's brilliant. Then I get the bonuses. So I get a blue. And I get a pirate token. Well, I could get the last resources I need, but I think I'd grab 5 money. I think I'd like that. Oh, no. I want to do the order. So I'm going to grab a red and a green. If I had anyone on chairs at the moment, I would get a point for everyone in a chair. Now, because I'm the first person here, I also grab these 2 amulets, which is brilliant. And 2 different amulets. That's 3 points at the end of the game. And then I get everyone back apart from this person here, who can now be skipped over by me or Marty. And I received a red, so I should get a point there. Now what's Marty going to do? I think he's actually going to worship again, because now he's got 4 people in here ready to go. He's going to go into the ancestral hall this time. And so he can go 1, 2, let's see, he can't really skip over my person, but what he can do, so he could go there and then he'd get 2 amulets. See, this one's different. He's got an amulet there, you see. So they're all different. Downside is, he doesn't really care about getting a red. I think he'd only get 5. But I think he's going to go like this. He's going to miss out on getting 1 amulet. But he is going to get to permanently invest now. He's going to put someone... Let's see, on grabbing experts, he'll grab experts twice. He gets an extra point because he has someone on a chair already. So he gets 5 points in total. He's on 11 now. And then he also gets a blue. And this amulet. Then this guy's going to stay there, and these come back. And he's all done. No, I don't think he moved a neutral. Back to me, my neutral is just going to be this one. And then I don't want to worship again. So let's come here. I can either take all the money on this space. Whenever you go on this space, you put money there and do a merchant action. Or I can grab any basic resource. I grab a red, thank you very much. And that's a point. And then I can do a merchant action. And I don't mind which town now because this is a new start. This guy moves around. And at the end of my turn, I'm going to fulfill an order. 2 reds. A blue and a green, fulfills that. I'm going to get some points, and now when I gain reds, I gain more reds. Marty is going to move this guy 2, and then he's going to move this guy here, and he can grab 2 of these. He's going to grab this guy because he's one and done. Then he's going to grab this guy. This is a permanent effect. He doesn't need to activate this guy. Anytime he gains expert cards in the future, he's going to get 2 points. You can only have 3 active at the moment. At one time, but this is going to go away once it's activated, and this one went out of the 3 because it's just there for the amulet now for the end of the game, and he doesn't have to get rid of his chair because that's a permanent investment. Okay, back to me. I'm going to move 1, 2 there, and I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's grab another red, and which means I get 2 reds. And whenever I gain reds, I get points, so that's 2 points. But I think I'm going to need some more variety than this. I'm also not going to pay, because I have no money, but I'm going to send someone here because I can spread them out and make it a bit easier to not have to pay quite so much. I might have paid too much earlier. Next, I think Marty is going to start going into expert cards, I think. No, first of all, he's going to go... Well, he has to move something, doesn't he? The blues are his. He's going to move... there. And then Marty is going to go 1, 2. He's going to sell his blue for 3 money and a point. And he gets to grab a new assistant from his supply there. Okay, for me, let's move this guy around a bit. And then I am going to go on the start space and do a quick worship, just a worship in the temple. I am going to grab, or actually, no, let's do a big worship. So we are running down the clock a little bit here, but I'm going to use this guy here. He has to go there, which does kind of make it easy for everybody else in the future. But I'm going to get 2 money from this and a point, and the point enables me to get a new order card. Sadly, there aren't any that, like this for red would be brilliant for what I've done so far. But this is achievable, I think. And then it's an extra point on top of everything else that I've got. Let's do that. Oh, and look what comes out straight afterwards. So Marty, he is going to move one of his guys, and then he is going to go there again, grab 2 more expert cards. Oh, actually, he should activate this at the start of the turn, shouldn't he? Oh, that was a bad one to take. That was a terrible one to take, because he can't do that. Was this guy out? We'll say he took this one instead. Because this lets you take resources and put them on spaces on the board and get the rewards. Brilliant, but Marty hasn't got any resources. So, yeah, let's say he took that and he activates it at the start of his turn, although he doesn't need that amulet. He gets a money and a point, which means he can grab one now. Let's grab this one because it's got the green... the green thing on it. So his action, he was moving there, he's going to grab 2 of these. It's this, whenever he does an investment action, he gets 3 points. But these are all permanent things that are going to kind of clog up his ability to get expert cards in the future. He's going to grab this one. Whenever he gets a basic resource, grab a point once per round. And then he'll grab that one for the future and he'll just have to get some cubes, won't he? Okay, he does get 2 points for gaining an expert card. And that's his turn, I think. For me, I'm going to move my neutral there. And then I'm going to go 1, 2. And then I'm going to give up 3 of the same cube, which is what this store wants. And then I get 3 points and an assistant. So 3 points and a new assistant. Let's see, Marty, he's going to go, oh, he needs to move a neutral, and then he's going to go 1, 2. Now this space is interesting. You can do 2 actions. You can buy these things for this cost, or you can sell those things and get 2 more than their cost. You also get to do a merchant action. So Marty is going to sell one of his assistants back for 5 money, which gives him enough money to get his ability. And then with his extra money, he's going to buy a green, which gives him a point because of his permanent power. He also gets to do a merchant action, so one of his guys can go up there. At the end of his turn, he's going to hand in 9 money out of his 10. And he's now got this. Whenever he gains any cube, he gets 2 of it instead. Oh, he also has this permanent ability, so he should have another point there. I think I'm going to move this neutral away, finally. And I'm going to go straight there and do the pirate action. And I am going to grab 5 money. Marty is going to move this guy around. Oh no, can't. He'll move that guy. And then he's going to go here and do a pirate action and grab 2 of the colours he needs for this order. Because he received resources, he can grab another one of something he received. He'll grab another red. It doesn't really matter too much. Each thing only activates once per turn, so you can't, just keep going over. But he has got this one, so he should get a point for receiving resources. So he's starting to peel away now. I think I'm going to buy some resources. So I need the green and the blue. So for 2 things, that's 3 money. So pay 3 money, and I'm going to get a green and a blue. I also gain an assistant. So I want to get doing something with those. I want to do some merchant actions. For Marty, he's actually going to use this card and not save those for that order. He's going to use this so he can get rid of 2 basic resources onto spaces on the board. Well, he's going to put a red here, and he gets 1 money, 3 points. He gets a new order card. I think he may just grab the red to stop me having it. And then the blue, he'll put there, and he gets 3 money and another point. So now he's going to... see, he has to move one of the... oh, this... Once a market's filled up, it then empties. So they're available again. And he's got a green and a red he could give up. I think he's going to move this neutral guy there, and then he's going to go here and give up his green for 5 money. And he'll put an assistant out. I think he's going to pay 3 to move the thing all the way around. And he's got 2 assistants there now. I'm going to move my neutral from here. And then I'm going to move him on here. I will grab a... oh, I need gold. Let's just grab a red, because then I'll get 2 reds and a point. More importantly, I am going to pay 1 money and put the travelling merchant there. So I have 2 assistants out there. Marty, he will just move his neutral around there. And then he sees an opportunity. 1, 2, 3. He's going to come here and do the actions twice. So I think he's going to grab a gold because he needs a gold for one of his order cards. And then he will do... does he want to do the pirate action? Yeah, he could grab blue-green with the pirate action. So blue-green. He gets a point for gaining any cubes there. He gets a point for gaining a green. He is speeding ahead now. But his assistant comes back and he can't do that in the future. He now has, though, blue, gold, red. That's complete. So now he's going to get 2 points whenever he gains greens on a turn. Well, 3 actually, because of this guy. Wow. As for me, I'm going to move this neutral 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to move 1. So all of this is blocked. So I'm coming down here. And I'm going to just give up a red, because I've got loads of them. And then I get 1 money, 3 points, and a dispatch action. Yeah, I'm going to pay 3 money, so it goes in the same place, so I can do something nice with a bigger group of assistants. But it's looking like... see, I've got 1 potential turn, and then I would have to worship. Marty, he'll move his neutral there, and then he is just going to go... I think he's going to move over here. Let's see, how much money has he got? So he needs to pay 1 for the travelling merchant, because it should be there. He can do 2 things. He is going to just pay 1 to move the travelling merchant, and then he is going to pay 3 to do 2 dispatch actions, and he's got 4 out there now. Oh no, and that was my last space where I could have done something. So I suppose we will move off. Oh, we need to move a neutral first. Let's move there. It just skips all of this. Then we'll do a worship. We'll do a proper worship, I think. So I've got 3 guys. So I skip this space. I think I'm just going to go straight down here. 1, 2, 3. Well, if I went down here, I would get the gold I need to finish my order. But if I go here... yeah, let's do that. I'll go here. I get 5 points. I get a red and a green, so 2 reds and a green and a point. Then 5 for the space. 26. I can grab a new order. None of those are very nice. Let's have this smaller one. And then I can take 2 more amulets. So at least I am taking all of these away, and I'm building up a nice little collection. I didn't need that one, but I've stopped Marty from getting it. And that's been 4 of the worships so far. Marty next, and he is going to just move this guy one, and then he is going to worship because he wants to. So this is the 5th worship. He has 4 guys on here, so he gets to skip a lot of spaces. So he could go all the way down there and grab a pirate action, but more importantly, more points. So these guys come off. He's going to get 9 points. Wow. 33. He doesn't get any amulets, but he does get a green, which he gets 2 more points for. 35. And then he can do a pirate action. He's going to grab 5 money. We're running out of time now, but nobody's got any merchants in the towns again to put them out in the temple. Okay, I'm going to just move this guy 2 to there, and then mine is going to go here. I will grab... I really need gold. Is there a way of getting gold? Oh, I could go up here, actually. I've got 1 money. Yeah. I'll go up here, and I'll pay my 1 money to get a gold. Because then at least at the end of my turn now, I can pay 1 of each, and whenever I gain any colour, I get a point now. And that's 8 points for finishing that order. Hopefully catching up with Marty a bit there. Speaking of Marty, what's he going to do? I think he's going to move this guy around, then he's just going to go here, drop off 1 of his greens, and then that's 5 money. And he doesn't mind where the travelling merchant is. He gets to just drop someone off there, and the travelling merchant travels on. So for me, I just need a gold again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's 4 away, unfortunately. Or I could stop off along the way, just go 1 here, drop off 1 of my many, many reds, and then I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. I can grab a new order. I think this one for the money, maybe. I get 1 money, and I can do a dispatch action. I think Marty, his neutral's going to go here, and he is going to move up there. He'll grab a green, because then he gets 2 greens, and he gets 2 points. Not because he earned 2, but he's got 2 separate things that earn him a point for getting green. And he can send someone away. Well, he'll pay 2, so they get sent up there, because he's rolling in cash at the moment, selling those greens. As for me, I'll just move this guy up here, and then I'll go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to grab a gold. And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to turn all of these in. And that's a point I get now whenever I earn a blue. So I need money next. See, hopefully, this disparity here, I'm trying to make up for it in orders. Marty, next, he is going to come down here. He's going to grab a red, so he's not going to get any more points, but he does get 2 reds. So 2 towards the 3 he needs there, and he can send someone away. And so he'd have to pay, so the merchant would be there now, he'd have to pay 3. So yeah, he'll pay 3, so that the guy can go up there. My turn. Oh, I've got myself stuck a bit here, I think. I'm going to have to worship. Yeah, because I can go there, but I can't sell anything there. I've got nothing to sell. So the only stairs come up here where one of my pieces already is. So I have to worship. So I have a choice. Do I want to waste the worship? Because Marty's going to worship at some point. He's got a lot of people. He's going to get a lot of points. So I think I'm just going to worship. Let's see, move one of my neutrals first. And then I'm going to worship, but I'm just going to do the basic one. Let's see. Let's just grab 2 assistants. That's unfortunate. Got a lot of assistants now, though. So Marty, he's just going to go... Oh, he'll move his guy there, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3. So he can do 2 things. He's going to buy a red for 1 money, which means he gets 2 reds because of his power. So he's got enough there to get rid of everything. He's then going to... For his second one, he's going to buy again. He's going to buy a blue. And he gets a merchant dispatch action. He's going to pay 3, so the merchant wheels his way all around the town. And... Oh, he hasn't got an assistant. maybe then, instead of buying that blue, he would have paid 2 more to grab an assistant instead. Because then he's got someone to put out there. Oh, so maybe he's worshipping next. I'd forgotten that we run out because we're leaving them out everywhere. So the travelling merchant comes back around. I think I am going to move this guy around, and then I'm going to go here. Grab a blue, because I get 2 points for doing that. And blue is available to sell in these places. Marty is going to worship, I think. So he'll move his neutral, and then he is going to worship. So he has 4 guys, so he can't quite reach the end, I don't think. So let's see how far he can reach. He can go 1, 2, 3, because he can skip over that space. 4. Yeah, he's going to do that. So he gets 12 points for doing that. It's 49. He's going to get that amulet. He's going to get a gold. So he gets another gold because of that power. He doesn't get a point though because it's only for basic resources. And then he's going to get a pirate action. He'll grab 2 more assistants, I think, because they seem to be running out. And that means he should have 2 more orders. Well, he seems to have a lot of money all the time. And he doesn't really get blues, but he'll get that one. And one with more greens came out just afterwards. Typical. So there is 1 more worship left. And it could potentially be Marty. See, he can go 1, 2, 3 and just worship and end it. Yeah, I'm just going to worship. There may be better things to do. But let's see, I can go here or here. So do I want a blue or a red? I've got nothing to complete apart from money. But if I get a blue, I'll get some more points. So, oh, Marty should have another point because he's got a worker on a chair. So I get 2 whole points. 3 because I took a blue. Oh, and another one there. So 35 there. And that's it. So we come to the final scoring. Oh, Marty gets 1 more turn because I ended the game. I ended the game, so I get this amulet, which is a new one I haven't got yet. If he can get 2 blues, he can complete this order in front of him. So where can he get 1 blue? Yeah, he'll just move his random guy there, and then he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and pick blue, which means he gets 2 because of his crazy power. He doesn't get points for gaining blues, though. Oh, he does get from his expert, so he's on 51 now. And he can complete this at the end of his turn, which is even more points. What do we end up with? Amulets. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 amulets, which is 8 points. And another one there, which is 9 points. I don't think that's going to save me. Marty has a set of 1, 2, 3, and another set of 1. So that is 6 points. So I only got 3 more points than him there. Then order cards. Which order cards did we fulfill? Well, I have done 14, 18, 26. So that's 70. And then Marty has done 16, 23, 27, 33. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's back up to 40. He has completely smashed me in this. Number 3, family. So if you manage to get all of your assistants off, then you got more points. You get 4 points if you got that space, 8 points if you get that space. So 12 if you've got all of your assistants. And then for each assistant occupying a chair, you get a point. So Marty gets another point. And then you exchange everything left in your player area to coins. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coins. You divide it by 3 and that's how many points. So 3 more points for me there. Marty has a ton of stuff in his player area. Well, I think he gave those up. He gave those up for his last order, I think. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he gets 2 more points. So I think this is the biggest disparity in a game yet. I got 73, Marty got 93. So a huge difference there. Hopefully I didn't make some huge mistake that made that possible. But either way, I hope it gives you a good idea of what Roundhouse is like anyway. If you'd like to know what I think, then you can click the link in the corner there. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you for the next game. Bye, everyone.